So, my weekly Bok Tracker. I'll be selecting a team at the end of every week based on players that played that week. So, a couple of criteria. You can only be selected in the starting 15 if you started, and only on the bench if you came off the bench. And when it comes to choosing between players, an experienced Springbok is always going to get the nod. A younger player over an older player. And from this week, I have decided that South Africans playing for foreign teams but in the same competition, so obviously in the URC, are also eligible. So my week 2 team, starting at Loosehead, Jan-Hendrik Wessels, Johan Grobelaar, he was man of the match for the Bulls, and Wilkulo. When you have those three available, you start them all day long. The locks, Archie Snyman scored a try for Leinster, and Jason Jenkins did likewise for the Sharks. Of course, both of those did originally play for the Bulls. Pepsi Buthelezi playing some of the best rugby of his life, so he starts at 6, alongside Sharks teammate Manu Chituka. And then 8th man, I went with Franke Horn. It's Franke, by the way, not Frankie. Get with the program. He scored 2 tries for the Lions in that draw, which they could have won. And then the halfbacks, Jaden Hendrickse has had a couple of good games now. Glad for him. And then I had to go between his brother or Pollard. It was a tough one. I mean, if I was selecting a Bok team, I'd go Pollard. But, I just thought, let the brothers play together. So Jordan starts at 10. And then the wingers, I went for Orange. So Yaku Williams had a good game. But, experienced Bok will start. Then my big decision. Andre Estes and Damian Willemse both had brilliant games. Andre gets the nod because of his hybridity, but also he led the team to victory. But then Damian, I've moved to 13 because he's flexible enough and he can do that. Then, of course, Ethan Hooker was at 13. I moved to wing. And then Apalela Fassi starts at fullback 2 weeks in a row for him. He was man of the match, even though that fan man of the match voting is a bit of a farce. But anyway. Then Marnus van der Merwe, he came off the bench for the Scarlets at a good win. And then, of course, Ox is available. He was on the bench. He gets the nod there. Mornay Smith. Then Vincent Chituka, who will be there as a lock with Jared Cairns as the Lucy. And then Hashim Peed, Yuri Matia. I think he's got some talent. And Jorenzo Julius. So that's the team for week 2. Interesting selections, but yeah, you got to pick someone.